I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We are acing our attorneys. Oh, oopsie doodle. You guys can't hear that. Or maybe I can't hear that. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah, I got it! It's all fixed. For those of you that don't know, aquarium staff was like, "You want more space in your tank?" And I was like, "Yes!" And they were like, "Well, we'll get you a bed that puts you up high." And I went, "Okay, that would be cool." Yes. Anyway, I have a bed that's tall now, and there's going to be a desk under it because they think I need a desk. They want to see more octopus writing. And so they will. All right. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Oh, good golly. Hi, Val. Hi, Kat. Hi, Sir B. Hi, Carrie. Well, it's a very busy day and everything. Fear, I think that's called a loft. It's an undersea loft. Ow. But yes, it is called a loft. That's a very busy job, so it's a good thing I have people around to help me. It was so busy. I'm glad you enjoy it. Anyway, because it was so busy, tonight's snack is a donair and wedges and a little bit of chicken wings. All right. Where were we with this nice lady? What was I doing? Oh yeah! Right. This lady is busy being like, I didn't pour the juice for me. What is this? Is okay. Oh! Okay, I think I remember where we are. Slumped over?
Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping.
Is it just me, or did that right there sound a little odd? Oh! Because he had a knife sticking out of him. Let's look. Yeah, that's probably not... I get the impression that maybe he didn't look so alive. I found my travel tank, don't worry. You survived the Georgia Aquarium. Whale sharks! Oh, show us everything. We love other people's aquariums. They're full of new fish friends. And non-fish friends like whale sharks. Wait, whales. Whale sharks might be fish. I know aquariums are cool. The Horatio Lear Memorial Aquarium is very cool indeed. Anyway, let's see if she thinks this is weird.
So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him?
No, not at all. I've asked them before. I told them that I thought I could be friends with Jinbei-san. And they went, who? And then I showed them pictures and they went, that is a cartoon whale shark. And I went, okay, but he's still a whale shark, right? And I look very cartoonish when I go on the cartoon on Twitch because I have a ping. And they went, yeah, we know. Hydrate. Oh, we hydrate as chat demands. Welcome in. But then they told me, no, Jinbei-san's not real. And I was like, no! And I was sad. Exactly 0 octopodes. Wah! He's real in my heart. I know, right? No, whale sharks aren't scary. They're plankton eaters. They do eat fish sometimes because they got great big mouths, but they don't, like, hurt anything. You'll see, they got big wide mouths and they're shaped like a friend. They don't even have teeth. Oh, yeah. No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body?
What is the meaning of this?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Kurita's chest. Anyone who saw the scene would have immediately thought that here was a dead man. Yeah, we can do a bit of yapping tonight. I'm off tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow, but I'm off. I will be jumping the jumping puzzle because I need to grind it out for things. That's, well, you see. No, whale sharks won't eat people. They're not people eaters at all. They eat small fish and plankton and other stuff like that. The way that they eat things is by sucking in a lot of little guys. They won't even think about going for people. I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink.
Your point is?
Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. Wait, does a 4-centimeter octopus not count as a little guy? I am, but like, I don't think a whale shark would eat me. I could. Oh, spider crabs are so big! If you can get on top of them, they don't have hydraulic pressure to take you off. Their legs only move forward and back, so they can't get you if you're standing on top of them. Source. I like to live dangerously. No, they're too small for you to ride on, but I can ride on them. That's the 6th time her glasses exploded.
And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer.
Oh no. She's scared. She's afeared. Give me a sec. I gotta check something. I gotta make sure I put blue sky. Okay, I did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whale sharks are friend-shaped. No need to be afeared of them. No! Etc.
Oh, it looks like the defense has somehow brought this ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Mad on Guard, is not guilty after all.
But that's impossible. You're wrong.
Ms. Andrews, try to have some composure.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt, I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan.
But you were the one who refused to testify, and your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself.
That's because...
Ms. Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I refuse to testify. Otters! Bay has otters that you can watch all the time. They have a 24-hour otter cam, and then they feed the otters sometimes, and they play with them, and they tell you about that. And I think they're cute, and I hope the Vancouver Aquarium has that too. I don't know if they do.
I'm glad you like Adrienne Andrews. She's great.
Well, then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt on Guard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated.
The National Aquarium in Baltimore. Ooh. Yeah! I almost forgot Montreal had an aquarium. Because, of course, there's one in Vancouver, so there's got to be one in a French-speaking part of Canada. What? I want to go to an aquarium, but you know what I want to go to more? What? A museum. We love museums. I've got museums here. There's the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. There's the National History Museum. There's, sorry, the Natural History Museum. There was one more, but I forgot. Gus the turtle! Gus the tortoise is at the Natural History Museum, and he's been there so long. We had dinosaurs here a bit ago. We had Sue the T-Rex here for a little bit visiting. She's big.
Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't.
Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt on Guard.
I also wish to acquire dinosaurs. Hi, Edgeworth.
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth.
Chat, get your water. It's the pretty man's turn to talk. Fair enough. It has been a very busy day. You should get some rest. Ugh. Oh no, there's even more donair wrapping. Donairs are so hard to eat. They're so messy, y'all. And yet, I am going to do this. I'm going to eat this. I'm hungry. Staff was like, you can't just... You're not going to be able to eat that on stream. And I went, I will. And they went, no, you won't. And I went, I will. And then they made fun. And then I said, no, you don't understand. I can do it. And they went, all right. If you want to. And I went, I will. Oh, okay, bye. So now I'm gonna... Well, maybe we take a break to eat that later. It's very difficult. But I ate the chicken strips, so it's fine. I'm gonna have messy hands if I do that now. Oh, no.
The absolute real truth? What are you?
Witness, don't you understand yet?
Huh?
I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt on Guard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party.
That's a lie! I don't believe you!
What?
I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty.
Well, what in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it?
I can't speak about it. I'm too scared.
It's Franziska von Karma.
Huh?
Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another, because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then, right now, Ms. Andrews is. Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Ms. Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Madame Guard will be acquitted. Ms. Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now, and is clinging onto them. Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do is now get her not guilty. That is my only priority.
I don't know about that, Phoenix. It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone, help me.
A twist?
I believe that Adrian Andrews is innocent, TBH. Just because fancy doesn't mean innocent, but also I believe so too. Guys, there is somebody in this story called The Killer. Shelly the Killer. I feel like perhaps. No, not Jeff. I feel like if they'd known what that was, that's what they would have done. But they didn't.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
the court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
What I intend to do?
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say?
Right. I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except that woman crying over there. Right? Come now. What will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The kind who forces her to testify.
I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that.
Can I kiss that crying woman? Maybe later, but not right now. She's in court.
Miss Andrews, I'd like to know what you are really hiding.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Sure, Mr. On Guard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you'd be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end?
But be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong.
Such a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However...
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ms. Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court.
Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh, it's time. Let's go.
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness.
What?
And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past.
Stop! Please stop.
No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here.
That's...
That's the second part of the suicide report, the attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her codependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world.
Please stop. I beg you. If people find out, I'll...
If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
Whoa, Edgeworth! Edgeworth! He's going hard today.
Edgeworth, how could you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please, help me. Nothing matters anymore. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume.
Stabbed the body with the knife? But why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
Whoa. What do you mean by all of this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but this is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Last time? So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Corrida, in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. And this is her crime. Hey! Ceaseless mods, turn your gaze upon this wretched bot. Hey, you did it! I'm going to cry over a collection of pixels on my screen. I know. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination.
Okay. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. But you could tell from the state of the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf is a part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. People need to normalize crying over things that make you sad. Yes! Yes, they do. It is okay to cry tears and cry at all. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. What is this plan you had? I knew right away that the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Once I made sure that there was no one in the hallway, I made a mad dash back to Matt's room. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. Welcome in, Keelan! We're on the last case of this. It's an adventure. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. And they did. That's true. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect.
So you thought to rip off one of the buttons and plant it in Mr. Engarde's Hakama?
Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience.
An inconvenience?
There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway.
I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta.
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
That's Miss Oldbag for you.
I had already been caught and made it into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you?
Not to be off topic, but I gotta teach myself the entire course tonight or else.
Good luck! Do your best!
Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony.
You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct?
Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
Oh, and what is this secret?
That, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
Oh, I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Engarde's room and planted the button?
Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word! What does all this mean?
Yeah, you're gonna be fine! I believe in you! You can do it!
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Engarde. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk.
Francisca, huh?
She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful.
Welcome in, Rice!
However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain that she is not the real killer.
Well, wait! Your Honor! The defense still...
Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
But...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
Fear, what is happening? I was gone for 15 minutes recording a video. Well, you see, Edgeworth was about to reveal, Adrian's secret. The secret being that she's super codependent on people. And she's like, no, anything but that. And he's like, well, then testify. And she's like, no. And then she testified.
That's all. Court is adjourned for the day.
Today's trial, it's over. I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I... Witness, would you mind if I ask you something? Edgeworth?
What is it?
Before you leave court today, I wonder if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it?
Oh, this? Mr. Wright asked me about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day.
The room? That day?
Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him.
You found that card.
Oh wait, that's the judge's voice. Oopsie doodle. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why...
Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This! I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to!
Well, what is all this about?
I've never seen such an emotional Edgeworth in my entire life.
That card. What in the world is it, and what does it mean?
I do. I feel for her. Oh yeah, we'll save that. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore.
Look, it'll be all right. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Engarde himself hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Just cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
You're right.
Mystic Maya is
in much more pain than I am.
Yeah, that's right. So... Hey, you guys! Glad I caught you, pal! This is Pearl. Pearl is Maya's younger cousin. She was the one channeling Mia. She's a spirit channeler.
Mr. Scruffy Detective!
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. Oh, it's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now. And I came to talk to you, pal. Well, we're kind of busy right now. So, what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that! What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. Well, I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Engarde's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Dick. Let's give Mr. Scruffy Detective to take let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? A spirit channeler as opposed to a Twitch channeler, yes. But she doesn't look like an Inkling.
Oh, no, that's not the kind of voice she has. I bet she could yell into the princess cannon, but, like, I don't think her booyah would shake the very foundation of reality a bit. I'm really gonna try to eat this anyway. Staff can't stop me. They're too big. It's very messy. Oh no. For those of you who might not know what a donair is, because apparently it's regional, it's very good. And you should all try one. Come here, you. You can do it. I can do it. Oh, ho, ho, I did it. Okay, I have hold of it. We can do this. I know what it is. Yeah! I hear some places call them gyros or gyros or gyros. They're not right. It's a donair. Yes. Yes, like kebab. They shave the meat off the thingy, and then they put it in here. Like how they do shawarma, but with beef or lamb. I'm glad no one can stop me from doing this. And then there's sauce and tomatoes and onions on it. I don't like onions, so there aren't onions on this one, but there's usually they are. You can also get donair poutine here. We have a place called King of Donair. They claim they invented the donair, but that's probably, maybe that's true, we don't know. There have been other claims on who owns it and who made it. Either way, it started probably in Halifax. Fier, how much do you get paid to be friend-shaped? Well, I don't know. Aquarium staff makes me work, but they use any of the money that they save on me working, to fix electronics that I break, and I break them a lot. Val, I think you'd like donair. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. Truth? Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. On Guard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Ah, we love Transformers. Fier, guess what I just did? What? Was it become a distractor on Pebble? An art! We love an art. Or that's what Edgeworth would have us believe. That's such a dirty trick! Even that woman prosecutor was better than that! Franziska von Karma.
Speaking of Miss Von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? I have a Japanese Generations Nemesis Prime in a third-party suit of power armor above my fireplace. That's amazing! Well, Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't ya? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
Let's go and let her whip us, Mr. Nick!
Pearl! Baby! Sweetie! Pearl!
Hey, Fier, who the heck is Dahlia? You'll learn. You'll learn when you see her.
But you won't see her yet. I know! It's basically the third-party suit someone made for Ultra Magnus before Tekra Hasbro didn't make one in that mold.
Who is she? Tell me. I can't tell you yet. It's a huge spoiler for, like, the third game. I will tell you, though, that I get to see my favorite thing happen in the third game. And it's in the case that she's in. Because we all love a little Edgeworth sadness. We all love it when he's sad. And I get a little Edgeworth being sad as a treat. Being messed up as a treat. Alright, we hydrated. Chat demands. Oh no! The enclosure cat is already curled up underneath of the loft part of the loft bed, and I like that for her. Alright. I'm gonna stretch. Stretch. No, not Phoenix. It's complicated, you'll see. Okay, we're gonna do some arm circles. It's been a very busy day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we did it. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, yeah.
Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see the name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic. That name sends a chill down my spine.
That's from the first game.
Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi.
Wait, no, that's not from the first game. That is from this game. That's the one with the fake director. You guys remember? And what's her face? That was like, actually, I am totally normal and really into the paranormal and all that.
But like, you can't really prove anything. Like, also, like, I don't know why we had to go through this complicated, like, murder plot. Because, like, she wouldn't have been able to channel my ghost anyway because I'm, like, still alive. But whatever. Still, like, got to kill Dr. Gray, so, like, there's that. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi.
To the clinic!
Never thought I'd ever come back to this place.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Hi. Hi. Wait a second. You're...
Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh.
Why are you still here?
Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes?
Director Hottie. Oh, whoops. I thought it was the... I thought it was the nurse.
Oh, welcome in, Necro! Hi! Welcome in, thank you for the raid. The great and terrible Necromage is invading our stream. Welcome in, everybody! Alright, welcome in, everybody! For those of you that don't know, I'm Fiera Luna. I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome in. Today we're playing Ace Attorney, Justice for All. It's great. We're doing silly things. Most of them are silly. We're gonna solve a murder, as you do. We're definitely gonna solve a murder. What else? Oh yeah! I'm a 4-centimeter tall octopus and playing games on the internet. Is my enrichment. No, it's not any of your murders. They'll never solve those. You just don't post about them on social media. That's the important part. Anyway, was stream good? What were you streaming? Was it fun? Was it a good time? I hope it was a good time. I am very excitable right now. I was how we call EBBB. Oh my god, he's not dead! Hi, Ran, I know, right? He's alive! Man's alive! He was like, the Edgeworth is dead, but he was just being melodramatic.
The old Edgeworth is dead.
Blarg!
Edgeworth.
Yes, I'm Director Hottie.
Oh, you're the man from this morning.
Yes, what is it?
Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma?
You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes, yes, and that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret.
She looked so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun, after all. When I snuck up on her, real secret like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I see.
But she's really cute too. When I'd have that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, I think I could get used to it. Ah!
Go back to your room.
You're so mean. You mean my frisky friska? But that's good to... Ah! Okay, yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. Oh, he's supposed to be creepy. He's not the real director around here. Does he get murdered? He hasn't been yet. Man, I'm glad my brain mentally repressed the existence of that guy. Me too. I also forgot about him until we saw him for the first time, and I was like, who is this? Hate it at once. I'll kill him myself. I agree. Kill all men. No, hold on. Some mans are acceptable, like Edgeworth. And we can't have just one. Who would we write fan fiction about? Who would we write MM fan fiction about if we only had one? Traumatize all men. Done. Sold. We did it. Most men. Everyone can have little a trauma. For a treat. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I knew I shouldn't have come here. shot in front of the courthouse, in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trials this morning.
But that would have been too much!
Yeah, you looked like you were deathly scared until only a few minutes ago. Impressive objection. Hi, Princess Elise! Getting shot outside a courthouse shouldn't happen all the time.
Well, she is a prosecution attorney.
But I was dragged here by that prosecutor. He even went so far as to grab me by the wrist the whole way here. It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But with me doing so, I found myself having to clean up after you, and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to.
Edgeworth! Edgeworth, you beautiful man.
Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got a guilty verdict on Mr. Engard, you told Miss Andrews not to testify in court today.
Huh.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I'd been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? Well, that isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with evidence or not, I have only one objective: to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Like, the Phoenix Wright legal system is ridiculous, but if that is a hand-waved day-to-day occurrence, what kind of lawless Wild West Japan are they living in?
Oh, LA. They're living in America. Pile driver. Okay. I can't. That's a very nice bow.
Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words up until the very end. Because that still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth.
Yeah, the LA of Ace Attorney. Use your cephalopod racial bonus to grappling. Oh yeah, I do have 8 arms, but I'm also only 4 centimeters tall. It balances out at the end of the day. I can grapple things, but I can't really, like, flip them over. He's so angry. Yes. Yes, he's so angry that he would be, in too many types, he would be listed as angry.
What happened today at trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Ms. Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, right, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural.
I would like to give him a little kissy kiss as a treat. I would like Phoenix to give him a little kissy kiss as a treat.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This! I can't believe you hid this from me all this time!
He's so angry.
That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin. The best at that. An assassin? Yeah. So who is this Shelley DeKiller? DeKiller is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir of the DeKiller name. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave his card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it's part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured that it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. DeKiller values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience.
Hiring an assassin is a crime. It's true.
I guess even honorable assassins can exist.
What world do they live in? The one where they don't care. They live in a world where Shelley DeKiller never gets caught and therefore never gives up the people who he killed for. A world where, like, somebody can hire a man like this.
So you think that this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in the case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree?
But try to find the one who ordered the hit, and that's another story. Yes, that's true.
Shelley DeKiller, huh?
You were absolutely right.
I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't have even a single clue to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something.
I don't need your pity or your rescue team. I'll save her. I'll do it my own way. With evidence and bluffing. I'll take his rescue team. All right, chat. Mm-hmm.
Juan Carita was killed by Shelley DeKiller. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Your own client. Please stop! I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. Ooh. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you'll need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we're looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley DeKiller. If you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they'll let you enter.
Ooh, a letter of introduction from Edgeworth.
In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Nick, do you think Mr. On Guard hired an assassin?
No way! I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya, please, all I ask is that you make it home, safe and sound.
He is the killer after all. Oh, I know you're giggling about Dandy's World. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Whoa! Roasted! Roasted. Destroyed. Maya knows who we are. She knows the person we are. I gotta munch a little more down here. I'd be the best weird girl assistant. It's true. You can carry me around. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Your Honor, the defense is an octopus. It's true! Hi! And then I'd wave some of my little arms. And then, Your Honor, their Honor would be like, wow, what a cute octopus. And I'd be like, I know, right? Hello? What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Aw, how cute! But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, it looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste.
Does she have her badge?
Yes!
Well, court may proceed.
I love how the judge doesn't mention the fact that the octopus can talk English. Yeah, judges aren't paid enough for that. They don't care. I got my badge. Like, to be fair, they have seen some pretty wild things. I mean, if I were the judge, I'd just be like,
Does she have her badge?
yeah, it's right here.
Is she going to whip me?
No,
Is she going to throw coffee at me?
no,
Is she going to shatter glass?
no.
Well, then she's a better lawyer than some of the prosecutors here. This may proceed. Wait! Octopus, do you know the victim in this case?
Yeah,
And the defendant?
yeah.
And the... Oh, very well. Do you have any evidence of anything?
Yeah.
Well, then court may proceed as long as the defense is ready. And the prosecution?
Who would inexplicably be like, I don't know. I feel like in that case it would have to be one of my son-loving cousins, like Edmund. But Edmund can't talk. I bet this could be a clue. What is this thing?
An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets around here. But what's an antenna doing in here? Oh, hey! It's a computer! I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat! There was my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Ugh, locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use a card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier. Then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there.
Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will.
Yeah!
It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways, you mean?
Dead men tell no tales. This is how the saying goes, correct?
Dead?
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I'm an assassin.
No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Yak! Yak! Yelling Nick like Steve.
Your Honor, I object to this insanity. I'm not going to fight an octopus in court.
I think you are.
Bring in the goth. Objection, nuh-uh.
We've had that objection before.
Oh, heck, gotta fight an octo? Alright. Is that my child? That's the ultimate Ace Attorney shenanigans. The defense and the prosecution always seem to know each other at least a little. So there's always this weird situation. To spice things up a little bit. I'm gonna finish this Donier. I believe in myself. A very big Donier.
I feel better now.
This is a very big Donier.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay. he still in jail?
Well, I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aww.
I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer of one of the... Oh, you're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah. There's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on guard. Here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To the lawyer, dude. I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. So, you think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. Matt's note jammed into a pocket. A client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we are.
All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to for Mr. Maya's sake.
You shall not pass. Oh, Miss Oldbeck. Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-headed poof. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised, but that was something much more blah blah. I wanted Edgy Poo's heart. It's all your fault. You've awakened the wild beast inside of me.
Ah, Miss Oldbag.
Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out. What does your helmet have to do with anything? Don't think you can get me to move with your silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this.
I'm not hearing this. I'm leaving. I don't need to get by her. We're going to Matt's house.
Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Whoa! Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shu the kitty cat. Shu!
So I guess this is Shu.
Guys, that is a cat door back there. What do you think perhaps on the other side of that cat door we'd find the room that we saw? I get the feeling that we would. Aw, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shu. Meow. The cat seems to like pearls.
Pardon me.
Hi, Keelan. There isn't one yet. I need to think of something funny to write for it.
May I help you with something, Mr. Oh, we're lawyers, actually. I'm Mr. Algard's lawyer. Ah, the Masters. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes? Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you.
Why, Matt, you don't have a butler? I know he doesn't have a butler. Oh, I just want to connect it to my Lurk command. My Lurk command is Splatoon flavored, so I might have to redo both of them. I used to play a lot of Splatoon because I was a competitive player. And I kind of still am, but I had to take a break from it because it was killing my wrist. I need that. And my wrist, I know what I said. I know octopi don't have wrists. Okay, it's just really hard to run around the controller and press all the buttons fast enough, and there are so many buttons. And I was having so much fun. I was playing the squeezer, and I was playing a shooter for once in the game where I like to play the roller, and it was a good time, and I was having fun, but my wrist. Now you know I don't have a wrist. Stop, why are you mean to me? What do you mean what actually hurt? Look, I'm 4 centimeters tall and I can't reach all the buttons without stretching really far. So all of me hurt because I'm only that big. Thank you, chat. There's F's in the chat to pay respects to it. Val, you were very good. I don't know how to tell you this, but you were a better player than I was. Or, more accurately, you were a better NZAP than me. Don't let Val lie to you. Val can get a cooler out in under 30 seconds. In a live match. Takes me 45. Even with all the special up gear I have, it takes me 45 seconds. That's not opening cooler at that point. Never lied a day in your life. Yes, you have. You've said many things that are untrue, like, my art isn't good. And by my, I mean your. You've told me your art isn't good. You've told me that you're not good at Splatoon. You've told me... No, that's the short list. They're not true. They're not. Look at Val being humbled. Yeah. Yeah, you can't lie out of your way out of this. Not like the killer.
You must know all sorts of things about Mr. On Guard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say, maybe about 1 year? And, anything else? No, not especially.
Blah, blah, blah.
You know, I would have thought Mr. On Guard the kind to have a maid, quote-unquote, over a butler.
Wow.
It's a very cute cat you've got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shu. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you for now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
If I take 30 minutes per chapter, I can get through the material I need to in time, but it's taking me an hour each. Oh, no. Well, good luck. I know time is ephemeral sometimes, but sometimes it's not, and I hate when it's not. It's a whole motorcycle. A giant bicycle's floating through the air.
That Bicycle Pearls is one where you don't have to pedal and it moves on its own.
Really? Wow!
But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh! There's a giant cooking hearth here.
That's actually a fireplace.
How are they different, Mr. Nick?
You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it.
You should come and visit Fay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do. Welcome in, Darth and May. Objection!
There are as many hours left until the final as there are chapters to get through. Oh, do your best. Usually a good night's rest is the best thing that you can do. Sometimes cramming doesn't work and you just need to sleep on it.
Do your best on the test, though.
We're examining this place. We've met somebody calling himself John Doe, who is definitely fine. And normal, and not someone we've met before. He just looks suspiciously like someone we've definitely never met before.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Do your best. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. Engelgard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shu.
The door. It's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it.
Ah, there are masks up here.
Yeah, that one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo-Old Tokyo.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick.
Back on that grind, I guess.
Thanks for the lurk. I shall be sure to paint defensively. To prevent surprises.
I don't know about whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid.
Well, I mean, I know Edgeworth's happy about it.
It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge area. I wonder if famous stars drop by and go sit and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? What is with me in this feeling inferior today? Is there nothing here? Well, I guess there's not.
Alright.
Ha!
You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper. Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien.
I got a plan. You love Edgeworth so much, we'll do this.
Oh, thanks for the lurk, Val.
Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Ms. Oldbag, if you would look at...
What?
You want me to look at this worthless piece of...
Edgepoo.
Ugh. Is that her perfume? Pheromone d'amour I smell? Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? Huh. That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgepoo said so, you understand? I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad, and I won't let you off the hook.
It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
She needs Jesus.
She do.
Y'all need Jesus.
Is the correct answer to this problem. It's not.
That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay. Ah! What now?
Oh, one little thing before I forget. You can't go into On Guard's room today.
Why?
Oh, well, the police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. I want to go in there. I want to go in there instantly. Oh, wait. I wanted to actually talk to her.
Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police are scouring for clues about the killer.
I meant to actually talk to her, as annoying as it is. Oh. Well, oops. I guess not. Zooming. Hey, city boy!
Lada, you're still here.
Reckon course. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up a scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always bound to happen. But, do you have a camera? Red given! Photographers gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief?
Why can't you drop that thief thing already?
Very well. Would you please take a look at this? Nope, sorry. No can do. Only thing I want to see now is a steaming hand towel.
What? A steaming hand towel?
Need one for my eyes. Today just ain't good. A good day for my eyes to be looking at stuff.
How convenient. Maybe I'll have to use that one next time and you show me something. Okay, I guess we're talking to her.
No, I said talk.
I want to ask you about the night of the murder.
What? You really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got?
Lada, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not?
Well, kinda, but
Brace yourself, right? Here it comes.
I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too.
Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in the hallway the whole time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So, about the note that was inside your camera case.
Oh, that ditty I wrote?
Yeah, can I believe what you've written?
You mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady onto Karita?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon be best not to believe in that.
What?
Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooders.
Hey, what's with ya? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? My baby! My $1,600 baby!
My baby, my baby.
Also, you know, this typical, nobody puts baby in a corner, etc. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me.
Well, that's kind of how it is.
Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words for me and get back my camera.
You want me to do what?
Listen, make the guy real good for about 5 hours, and I guarantee he'll give it back.
Why don't you do your own dirty work?
Oh, I don't think Phoenix would have to nag.
Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you then.
And you too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay?
Okay,
Don't be picky about your food now.
okay,
And make sure you do all your homework, you hear?
okay.
And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you... would you please just leave that already? Hee. Now to one's hotel room. Bears! Oh.
What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning?
I hate evil ghosts.
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon? Excuse me! Watch who you're calling a demon, brat!
Ah!
Zoinks! It's the alien! That's a lot of bears.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Karina has a lot of bears. Just a ton of bears.
Who are you calling an alien? Oh, it's just you, Ms. Oldbag. What are you doing here? What's wrong with young'uns today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor one, and you're disturbing me.
Oh boy. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time.
I talked about it plenty in trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face.
With that imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it.
Pearl's taking notes. Alright, we hydrate his chat demands.
Alright, and a big stretch. Yeah. Okay. And... oh, I know. We'll do bicep curls. But just a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that.
Oh, alright.
Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business.
So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Kurita. Oh, he was the most popular star. You know, especially where it counts. In my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. On Guard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know? But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look! Just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick,
What is it, Pearls?
the presents, they're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking of bears.
Bears? Why bears? I always thought you couldn't think of one without thinking of the other. I'm funny today.
Oh, you don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends.
Wow, what a heartwarming story.
Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuck it out down by the river, going, "Heh, you sure can fight. You too, bub. You too." Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears.
Very bearable indeed. Yes, good. I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock.
Whoa, what is that infernal racket?
Oh, it's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was gonna die for a second.
8 p.m.? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how's Maya? You haven't heard her, have you?
Oh, I get it. I get that joke. Phoenix definitely answered with mush mush. In Japan.
It seems you were not able to fill your end of the bargain, Mr. Wright. I have heard the news. So it seemed my present did you no good.
No! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. I can't do this alone. Still I will if I must.
I love that song. I love that song for a line I can't say on stream. Wait, no, I can get it.
Veronica, please now open the door, please. Veronica, open the door.
I just love the I'm gonna count 2, 3. 1, 2, heck it! And then he goes. It's great.
Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. Then a little
What's with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems bad. Connect. Damn it, did the transceiver just suddenly break? Oh, excuse me.
What happened? I don't know.
All of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better.
No clues here. Alright. Let's go see if our man Gumshoe has any idea. No. No. We have to go back in that general direction anyway to get anywhere else. We love perfectly timed static. Oh no, wait, he'll be here instead of in the... Hey, welcome back, pal! I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice. Thanks. It's a rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't think I have time to eat. Oh, hey, you don't have a can opener here, pal. You've got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know! There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. Oh, nothing in there. Evidence! No. Evidence! Could you please take a... Oh, no. Why don't I make us some instant noodles instead? No. The transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick!
You should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. Oh, right! What thing? Oh, yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself.
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Oh, maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference?
Let's talk about science.
It hardly even fit in the little thing. So what is electromagnetic interference? Oh, it's something happened when it happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh. When you put it that way.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen, the stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Oh, this is a very old thing. Computer screens do not do this anymore, but CRT screens would do that. CRT screens were affected by electromagnetic interference because of the way that they worked. You could also stick a magnet on the edge of a CRT screen. It didn't like it, but you could. And it would draw all the text and everything up to that top corner or wherever you put the magnet, which was really fun and interesting, but not something you should do.
That also leads me to screensavers. Screensavers used to really actually be for saving the screen, because if you left a CRT screen on too long, on a static image, it would burn into the screen itself. These days, screensavers don't do anything and in fact actually use up a little extra power, but in those days they were absolutely vital. Also, we all needed to find the smiley face in the maze eventually, right? We all were like, you can do it, Maze! You can do it, Maze Runner! You can do it! Find that smiley face! Although I will say my personal favorite was actually the haunted house one. I liked that one. It was haunted. There were even screensavers that would tell stories and things. They'd be like little guys doing stuff. There was one that was half decently famous that was a little guy on an island, and he would do stuff, and it was synced up to your clock, your computer's clock, which was like one of the first times that had ever been done. You had to buy it in a store. It was on diskettes. Floppy disks, if you will. As opposed to hard disks, which are in fact actually quite floppy. Floppy disks are in fact actually quite hard. That's just how it is, though. Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. That is also true. Old dryers would do that to TVs because they also had a CRT screen. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. I mean, I would be too if I'd grown up in the middle of nowhere, homeschooled to be a person who gets cool psychic visions. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's got to be something that's sending out a very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Ah. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when this happened? We were in Mr. Kurita's room. The scene of the murder! What? That's it! I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene, alright, pal? Oh, wait, Gumshoe! Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time! I'm on fire, pal! My fingers are itching to go! Yeah! We should be going too, Mr. Nick. Alright, let's go. Don't ever lose that detective spirit, sir! I forgot that Gumshoe got fired. Me too! I feel like he gets his job back at the end of this. I feel like Edgeworth's gonna be like, you work for me now. As my assistant. Let's see if he's already here. Hey, you're finally here, pal! Sorry to keep you waiting. Aw, this is especially funny because we ran straight here after him. Do you have the, bug sweeper? Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So, yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get it? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one. It's just not the police's. Wow! So this is a bug sweeper. It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh? By who? Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little run down. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work. Trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity, so it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But isn't it better that way? Oh, well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're going to find it, right? Right. Now first, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, touch the sweeper and take a real good look around the room with it, pal. You can see how strong the radio waves are in an area by using the check gauge. Once you find something that's giving off a strong waves, the gauge will change. And when that happens, touch the gauge to really give the thing a long, hard stare. Now, there's a lot of things in here that are going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm gonna go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Lamp, check. Listening device? Nope.
There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick?
Yeah.
And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful?
Yeah. I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry. That's just straight up a radio.
The radio is on and playing something. Oh! It's Kids Question Corner! Professor! Why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Okay, it's definitely that bear.
Also, in case you guys are wondering why the Earth is round, there is an actual answer to that question.
The Earth is round because round is the shape of least resistance. So, generally speaking, when other forces aren't interacting with the thing that you have, it becomes round. Unless it was, like, specifically shaped, it becomes round-ish. Round enough.
Ah, what a lovely bear.
This must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots.
It's a robot? It's a real robot?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Mr. Nick?
Yes?
How many horsepowers is it? How many horsies?
Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, Lamp, check. Listening device, nope. Yeah, we know. There's something here. There's definitely something in this guitar case.
Doesn't seem to be anything giving off radio waves there, Mr. Nick. Keep a careful eye on the check gauge and let's try again.
The sweeper isn't exactly the best. Well, make do with what you have, right? Oh, okay. I see the hot or colder game we're playing. A cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here. You can move the screen fear. What?
A cell phone?
What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
I'm sorry, I've never seen one before.
Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Korean Village. And Pearls has never lived outside that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one.
Oh my golly gee! What's this? It sort of looks like a hot water pot, but...
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out.
Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of?
I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. There's no listening device in that notebook computer either.
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So,
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick, what's a laptop?
It's the TV's remote control, but it doesn't look like it's the listening devices in here.
So, I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, could I make you change your expressions like TV channels? Zap!
Hey! But if I could, oh, how the people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's going to work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay?
Okay!
Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It's just, it sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago.
Oh,
Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think.
a dryer? Oh! If you use it next to the TV, it'll make the screen look all weird, right?
Yeah.
And when that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right?
Hey, good memory, Pearls.
I will never forget it for the rest of my life! This is a refrigerator, right?
I really don't think it's the listening devices in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetables juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices? Huh.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right?
At least Pearl's learning.
She is! Doing such a good job. It's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device? I mean...
No, not yet. But this bear's eye is...
Oh, let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No! You can't! Such a file intact!
Oh no, Pearly!
Oh, honey, I think you're a bit too young to watch me play Inscription. She's too little for Inscription, you guys.
Oof. Rip.
No!
That's... It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. Oh, what a wattmeter? A transmitter, pal.
Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff?
Well, that's gonna be some trauma right there.
Sure is.
So this tiny thing is a camera? Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera, mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. Yeah, it runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. Oh, this is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
The footage is changed into radio waves, and then it's sent to that recorder.
So, it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you're right. Okay, we have a camera. So, what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yep. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m. That was when the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape! What? And if you think about the angle the bear's at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal.
Yeah, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Apparently it's murder time. Look out, people, it's not 8 p.m. for it yet.
Apparently that's when it's time for fighting.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye.
The clues! And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Kurita this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
Aw, it's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out.
Oh.
If there's really no way to... Is there really no way to find out? I got it! What? Hey, pal. Let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go around to the electronic shops to see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Ah, leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. To be fair, Akihabara is open, like, all the time. From my understanding. The shops that sell those kind of things, all the time. Oh, yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go.
Fair, we might not be able to yap tonight. I'm sorry. That's okay. I spent today outside. I sneaked out all day. Staff was displeased.
Also, Best Buy should be open as well. Yes.
I sneaked out all day. And staff was like, what were you doing? And I was like, nothing. And they were like, what were you doing? And I went, nothing. And then they went, what did you do? I wanted to go see people. I wanted to see my family.
And staff was like, how about that, huh? Did you find him?
And I went, it's okay. And then staff did this thing where they get kind of nervous, and then they didn't leave me alone, but there were a lot of hushed whispers that I couldn't hear because I don't have ears. Not real ones. And they weren't loud enough for me to know what was going on. I can't tell them. I was out with my sister all day. We had to go get my dad from the airport. Did it do it? Are we back? It didn't. Oh, OBS was trying to keep my secrets. Yeah, that's nice of it. Okay, moving on. He's gone.
Yeah.
But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. She's right. He is. He's pushing himself so hard. All for Mystic Maya's sake.
You always manage to do things in the most ineffective ways. You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now.
Edgeworth, what are you doing here?
A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time.
I see. Thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her.
So, there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Huh, of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and there are very few that are exported here.
What?
The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us where the buyer is.
Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can he really? Eavesdropper much, Edward? Edgeworth, he is.
Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now.
The whole bear?
I'm sure you have other things you have to do.
The whole bear! Guys, he just picked up that whole bear. Look at that thing back there. It's huge. It's a bear-sized bear. And he just, like, waltzed away with it. Edgeworth. Edgeworth. I'm impressed, but also distressed. Phoenix is one lucky guy. I'm so glad his husbando is helping him out. They're clearly married. No, that's not. Only true in my mind.
See you soon, Ryde.
He must be so strong. Wait!
What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Ryde, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer? Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Ryde. Everything begins with the truth.
Juan Corrida's real killer.
Ms. Andrews' past.
The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. On Guard.
And this card. Shelley the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth.
And nothing but the truth! We better not have to face down to Francisca tomorrow. It's past 9 p.m., isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right!
Oh, baby. Let's talk a little. So the real person who killed Mr. Corrida was...
That assassin! Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene remains to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who's his client?
You mean, who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer.
What if, and hear me out, fam, what if Juan Corrida is the killer? I know what you're thinking. How could he be his own killer? But hear me out. I have no idea. I cannot remember the end of this case. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Matt On Guard himself?
If Mr. On Guard really did hire the assassin,
Then he is not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of the crime.
but it can't be Mr. On Guard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him.
Mr. Enguarde, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Alright. Just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? I didn't see any Cyclops at that time. Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Ms. Andrews said at trial today. She said something interesting.
Yeah, she said not like last time.
Anyways. Anyways, what? So, what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on that on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Mr. Enguarde's secret? What is that secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. If Mr. Corrida was going to reveal this secret, that means Mr. Enguarde had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silenced.
Oh no. So Roxy is sleeping on top of one of those packages that you pack clothes in so you can slide them under your bed, like winter clothes and stuff, like sweaters. She's sleeping on one. And she's so cute. So cute.
Which means we have to meet with Mr. Enguarde. There's no way around it now.
Sorry about OBS, everybody. It had a little bit of a fit. Welcome back, Keelan. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Corrida had about Mr. Enguarde, and Ms. Andrews' real intentions.
Making good progress, feeling good about this final. Yeah, let's go! Get you that good grade. You can do it. I believe. Yeah! Get you that good grade. Let's get it! But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry.
Yes, you've got this. Ooh, Infinity Nikki. Is that a fashion game? Because I don't know what it is. I've heard of, like, vaguely of it. It looks like it's a fashion game. It's a pink femme dress-up game. How can I not play it? Oh, like Genshin but dress up. Okay. I had a friend who played a game like that was also called something or other Nikki. But I don't remember what it was. But it was on the phone. I don't think it was Infinity Nikki, though. And it definitely wasn't Yumi Nikki. That's a different game. It's a very different game. I just realized I haven't done my dailies for my Predatory Gacha game yet. Oh, no. I also haven't done my dailies for my game, but my game isn't as predatory as the others, in that it isn't really at all. Everything in Guild Wars 2 is cosmetic. There are no pay this to win the game things. Which I appreciate. Did you also not do your daily predatory gacha games yet? Oh no! The funny thing is, it's not even pay to win. It's just pay. Oh no! The worst! As long as you're having fun, I guess. Oh, the worst. Get your dailies, chat. Whatever they are.
Hey, wait! What is it, Whippersnapper?
All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like, just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason, and I was told to use it to search the whole hotel.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgepoo, so...
Edgeworth?
And he said...
If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
So I'm going to feel free to direct my anger towards you.
Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. Alright.
This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep it to yourselves. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys, but I got Nahida and Genshin. Oh! Fancy. Wait, no, now I need to look up Nahida. I don't know anything about Genshin besides, like... Oh no! Oh no! Look at her! Look at this little child! Look at this little child! Look at the little child. How many old is this one? She looks like she's 4. Maybe 6. I wish to pat her on her little head. I bet she could say she's only 3 years old and we would believe her. Is she like...
Loving this music. Blues. I know, right? None of us want to talk to Wendy Oldbag.
I heard they found a spy camera in one of them presents.
Very interesting.
I'm sure it was, you know? It was to catch a poor Juan in the middle of meeting a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? Oh, it means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews. But sadly follows the trend of being super old while looking super young and also a god.
Oh, she's the Dendro god then, isn't she? Like the air god that we meet.
Fire Emblem is full of them because dragons live to be 1,000 years.
So they've got people like Noe and oh gosh, Noe and her daughter. Dendro is the earth element? Oh, yeah. Well,
nah, Tiki, Sothis, yeah.
Yeah, she's the tree one instead of we saw the I think you see the wind one at the beginning, right? Like you're in an area that's wind one. I didn't play much Genshin, but I played a little bit. I got kind of okay at it. Except the gameplay was weird, and I can't wrap my head quite around it. Maybe I could get good at Genshin, but I don't have enough time in my life for all of the MMOs.
But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people! Spying on people by herself as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
The song sounds like Cookin' Mama. Oh, it does! Yeah, now that you mention it, it also sounds like Imagine Cooking. Which, okay, the Imagine games are always bonkers, plot-wise. Like, you'd think it's like a fun, silly, like... thing.
where, oh golly. Like, imagine Doctor, or like imagine Hospital or whatever. Like, you think it's like a fun, bright, silly thing, but wow! It's not quite as hard as Trauma Surgery, which was like the hardest game I've ever played in my life. Where you can lose in the tutorial. The Imagine games are crazy. Imagine Cooking was, wait, do I know what you're talking about? I think you do. Imagine Cooking had, like, a bunny rabbit from space. Like, you were a little kid and you wished so hard on a star that a bunny rabbit from space came to help you out. And, like, had, like, a TV chef teaching you how to cook. Yes, yes! Imagine Babysitter, which was also bonkers. I didn't play much of that because I had the cooking one because I thought it was fun, and also it had recipes in it. So everything you made had a recipe attached, which was actually really cool. You know what? Oh my gosh, they did play that one! Yes! Oh, good! Okay, yes! Yes! Imagine Babysitter was insane. I know it was. I played the cooking one more. Oh, you know what we should play? We should play the Legendary Starfy, the DS one. Aww. You know what? You know what? Maybe we play an Imagine game later. Not right now. Maybe we play an Imagine game later for funsies. Been a long time since I've played one. I just googled it. The game box threw me back. I know, right?
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
That manager? Who are you talking about?
Oh, you don't know? That manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impax, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita? Ah, really? You young kids don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement.
3 days after their marriage announcement? Bro, to this music? Yes. Yeah. Welcome to Wendy Oldbag's leitmotif. Why would Miss Impax want to kill herself? She was gonna get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right?
Oh, they had a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
Well, that was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm just jamming over here, and then suddenly we're talking about this. That's this game.
I see. Well, that night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two. Good gravy. Alright, let's go bother Matt. We are finally gonna get to this man. Oh, that's this game's vibe. Like, this game will be going along, like Bravely Default, this game will be going along all cute and nice and fun, and 1 second you're like,
Well, as in Bravely Default, you're like, oh, wow, this city is really pretty and it's all full of women. And Ring a Bell's like, flirt, flirt, flirt. And Nadia's like, maybe we don't. How about we don't? And Ring a Bell's like, aw, shucks. And Anya's is like, unacceptable. And Tiz is just like, everybody stop fighting, though. And the next second in Bravely Default, you're in a basement laboratory being like, you excuse me, you what? Sir, it really sounds like you seduce women to grind up women to seduce more women to grind up women and so on and so forth. Because that's what it sounds like you're doing, my guy. Maybe we don't. And like, that's just Bravely Default. Remember that series I mentioned that ruins my day? Yes. Do, 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 do. Why would you do that? Why would you rewatch it? You know it ruins your day. Oh, no. Do, 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 do. Oh, it was on my mind. I understand. No, don't freeze people in time. That's not polite. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Can we go to the detention center now? I thought you hated the king, though. Oh, the king's not the only one who can freeze time in that game. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronics stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe was doing for us. Mr. Nick? Yes? Where's the lettuce? I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Aw, I guess I have to give up on making a salad then. Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Baby... No, don't slip on that banana peel. You know that it's there. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. Umgard tonight. But, isn't what we have to ask very important? Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Hey, there's the blue badger back there. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something's happened.
You're Mr. Umgard's lawyer, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
A decisive witness? You mean for Mr. Umgard's case?
Yeah, we're taking the witness statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth.
What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah! Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
He did?
Even though visiting hours are over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content? It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. This mascot here is the Blue Badger. I made him, you know. I'm finally going to show him off to the Chief of Police tomorrow. Wow, that's really something. You have no idea how much time and effort I invested into him to get this far. But my hopes for this little guy go far beyond this precinct. Yes, sirree. I'll get him deployed to every precinct in the nation. Just you wait.
I wish you luck, sir. Now, because we're playing Edgeworth Investigations, we already know that he's going to do a great job. I'm not nearly as bad as the king. I'd never murder a child. Are you sure? What if that child was going to grow up to be the king? Now we come to the hard questions. Oh yeah, wanted to mention that animated emotes don't move in the chat on screen. Don't know if they, you care about that or what. They don't? They should. Oh! Oh, I know why. What you guys are seeing on screen is Restream chat. Animated emotes can't move on Restream. That's why. I can see them moving around, but they can't move on there. I could separate YouTube and Twitch chat out. But it's really hard to get YouTube chat to display when I do that. Sad face. Alternatively, I could put them on one on either side. Restream is how I duo stream. There are ways to duo stream without it, but I would need a second computer whose job it was to do that. Because it takes a lot of... It's very resource intensive to do it without a third party. Yeah, it is tricky. So this is the price we pay. No, that's fair. Sometimes chat disappears for no reason, and it's always important when people tell me that because I don't know every time that it's disappeared or gone away or wandered off.
I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear?
Matt, we're here for his secret.
Dude, it's Mr. Right. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me and said that Juan Kurita was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man, Matt Engard.
What's wrong?
Mr. Engard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer self, dude.
He said beep boop beep. He did. He really did.
About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Ms. Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Oh no! I knew this was coming. Oh my golly.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna get that, but not. I don't think 5 locks. We're so dead. Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
A psych lock. You said secret, right? But you don't have any idea what it is, do you, dude? We'll come back for that.
We don't have the things we need to handle that, I'm sure.
Did you know about Mr. Kurita and Ms. Andrews' relationship? Wow, it's all over the tabloids, dude.
Okay, so the way that this mechanic works is you present the Megatama to him, and you get to draw on its psychic power. I know, right? But you get to draw on its psychic power, and then he'll be like, do you know how in investigations Edgeworth uses logic to be like, I can poke holes all over your testimony? And the witness will be like, oh no, you figured me out. It's sort of a prototype of that.
I mean, I've come to terms with the Megatama, to be fair.
Yeah. So you present the Megatama to him, and then he'll be like, well, like we did one earlier where we knew full well that the person we were talking to was wearing the face of someone else. So we were like,
oh, but you are your sister. And she's like, well, no, you don't have evidence to prove that at all. And you were like, yeah, I do. Here's the driver's license. And like, it goes on like that until you break them all. Matt on guard is a homophobic gay person. Oh no. Do not. Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Ms. Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Kurita. Her mentor was Mr. Kurita's manager, and Ms. Andrews was going to get Ms. Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it like a pea? Like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay? I get cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. On Guard, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? Oh! Bruh, the autocorrect on the stream. My op for real. It's true.
He is. He's beeping so much. He's got a lot to beep about. That's an old-timey cell phone. I want to present that at him.
Mr. On Guard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. What do you mean by that? Oh, it just means I don't have to tell you anything and, like, everything, dude. Well.
Well, not yet.
Back to the cops. I'm not going to talk to Adrian because I got no reason to right now.
Oh, is it time? Oh, it must be time. Those noises tell me it's that time o'clock.
Me when I get arrested again. Back to the cops!
Oh, it's not quite that time o'clock, but a big stretch. Big stretch. And we hydrate as chat demands. Don't rush me. Oh yeah, we have a raid message now. We're rounding up to the nearest time o'clock. No, we're not. We do have a raid message now, though. We're going to do arm circles again because I need to stretch them out a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, before I forget, Eels.
Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Mr. Powers?
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
Unlurk! You got it. Give me a second, I'll bring up my Nightbot in another window.
You know what? Let's do that right now. Woo! Okay. Ba-da, ba-da. You know what? We're gonna do it right now. Oh, I'm gonna actually type it properly. Oh, how did I... Well, we'll do that in a minute. Ooh, a mod-only command that puts raid messages in the chat for chat to copy-paste. Oh, that would be good, too. That's fair. Let me copy this one. Oh, it won't. Well, give me a hot second. I think I know how to do this. I have a plan. Hopefully that works. That should be the code for it. Give me a second. I'm gonna get a good grade in suggesting things. Yes, yes you will. We're gonna test something. Should be okay. No, it didn't put it. One moment. That should be it. Well, we'll fuss with it a little bit later. It was close. We'll fuss with it later, though. You're gonna be really good. Yeah. Ooh! No, not that one. That's my Discord one. I'll figure out how to get it to insert emotes. I think it can't render the emote. We'll figure that out later, though. There's a way to get it to do that. To get it to show. Oh. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fussing with the programming, but it's okay. We're close enough. Oh, you guys are right. I got so distracted. Oh, let me bring the commands list back up. I still have to make that unlurk command. Anyway, it is now closing time for the octopus enclosure. We hope you enjoyed your visit. We are moving on to our next exhibit. You'll have to bear with me about where that is, though. Where are we going? Oh, no, I need to save this game over here. Oh. Okay. Oh, I was for scared there for a moment. Okay, where are we going? It's Wednesday. We're on an adventure. And we're walking. We could see some aminals in a well. Oh my gosh. There's so many people on tonight. How will I choose? How will I choose? Let's go see what this Path of Exile business is like. Not Path of Exile, Marvel Rivals. Wow, why did I come up with Path of Exile from that? Oh. Alright, let's go! We're gonna go on a little adventure. Doo, doo, doo. Everybody has been playing Marvel Rivals lately on my timeline, so let's go see it. Alright, that